So guys, during this week we had the leak that our data mined that the BTR-82A and AT are in the files right now. So let's take a look on what are those vehicles specifically, and could they actually be added? Well, yeah, but what would they actually be like in game? So of course, the BTR-82 is basically the evolution of the BTR-80, right? Especially and specifically with the A variant, it is very, very similar to the BTR-80A with the 30mm, right? So the main idea is to modernize the older BTR-80A, right? So a new engine was installed with 300 horsepower instead of the 260 of the BTR-80A. Slightly more armor was installed with around 12.7mm on the front, but it has Kevlar linings, so it should be more survivable to stand near arty shots and general small gun fire, right? It has the same 30mm as the BTR-80A, the 2A72, but it is now stabilized. And it has a modernized IR night vision device, but also could actually be upgraded to have the thermals if Gaijin wanted to, right? Up to 1,800 of these are in service right now at least, and it can even carry ATGMs, but it would be operated externally by someone. So it's a general BTR-80A that is modernized. So more, a little bit more armor, more engine, and better overall systems internally, right? So IR, like thermals, and maybe thermals, and then 30mm stabilized, right? And then we have the BTR-82AT, which was also added to the files. It would be the same as the BTR-82A, but with two main additions that was always present. So for example, the thermal system was always present on the AT variant, while in the A, it was basically an upgrade that they did later, right? So thermal system would be from the get-go already in the AT. And also, I think the main change was going to be the ATGM launcher integrated in the tank. So no longer you would need a guy basically mounting the ATGM on the back of the turret, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that, and then firing the ATGM. It would be just integrated with the tank, and then the gunner would shoot it and use it as the normal like ATGMs from other IFVs, APCs and stuff, right? So a very, very interesting vehicle that we might see in the game very, very soon. Again, we don't know for sure that it's coming or not, but it is in the files, and normally when we are at the position that we are right now in these weird circumstances where it's in between the dev server and the live server release of an update, we normally see these vehicles being added to the files and then added to the game. Sometimes yes, no, sometimes it might not be something that it will happen, but more times than not, it is something that gets added. So I wouldn't be surprised if they add the BTR-82A and AT in this update, or maybe even in the next one. So yeah, it would be a very light, nimble vehicle, of course, very similar to the BTR-80, with the modernizations that the BTR-80 would need to be a higher BR, of course, right? Another little thing that was introduced in the 30mm that we talked about is the APFSDS. So remember, the BTR-80A only has APDS with 82mm at 10 meters, 0 degrees, right? So you would have an APFSDS, sorry, that would be much better on penetrating tanks, probably increasing the BR to, on the very least, 8 point something, right? With the ATGM, it can even be higher, right? For example, the BMPs, right? They are 8.7, 9.0, so the modernized one, it's 10.3, so I don't think it's going to be that high of a BR, but for sure like a 9.0 or something like that would probably be it. And where would it come from? Where would it be actually? I mean, it can be between the BMP2 and BMP3, maybe the Object 685, right, and the BMP3 or something like that, or maybe it's an event vehicle or something, we don't know, right? So we gotta wait and see what it's going to be like. But yeah, it's a very, very cool vehicle that I hope it gets added to the game. But basically this is it, guys. For the next days we will not see too many things happening in War Thunder, so I will probably focus on some little thing that I wanted to talk about, but I will also start doing the sea power videos, okay? I didn't do before before because I was having some problems with bugs there, because the game is very much in early access, so there are plenty of bugs happening, but they are fixing a lot of them. So I'm just waiting a little bit, getting used to the game and stuff, so that I can actually make a proper video for you guys, okay? So I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments, what do you think about the BTR-82? Is it something that you would like to see in the game or not? Leave a like button, and bye guys, see ya.